a lot of empty space here. The first 2 rows are reserved for family. Can I please have everyone else move up? Get in prime position. You're going to want to see this. Ladies, gents, theys and thems, if you could please be seated, we're just a few moments away from the start of the ceremony. May you please take this opportunity to be fully present in acknowledging the love of the couple and kindly turning off your phone. We have professional photographers here today to capture every moment, and it would be lovely to capture your authentic smiles. Welcome to the wonderful property of Green Acres, where Amy Constance Turlington and Zachary Andrew Cook are here to marry. I am Sinead Waterson, and I am the authorised marriage celebrant officiating this marriage today. Amy, Zachary and I would first like to acknowledge the Yuwi Nation, who are the traditional custodians of this land, in which its rich history as a men's ceremonial sacred site intertwines today with modern ceremony blessed by love. I would also like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and thank them for the continual life and care they bring to our home and country. Amy and Zachary's love breathes life into the most romantic notions you could conjure about young love. That when you find the one, you just know, and that sometimes that truth is so real that others can see it before you've even a chance to meet. That was the role of Louise K. Lane and James Michael Perry, whom graduated with high honours from the role of best friend to Cupid in October last year, when the couple today first met in a battle of Twister on a board games night. Talk about falling in love. And love came quickly for Amy and Zach. Zach claims he knew Amy was the one for him by the second date, when getting to know one another on a balmy evening on the beach in Surfers Paradise. They shared in the kind of deep conversation that can only be generated whilst gazing upon stars. I always have to be making things with my hands, Zach explained. I've made chairs in a day and chairs over months. I could make anything 100 times over and be satisfied only to do it again differently and better. I'd love to build my home someday, but I'm sure it'd take me years upon years in that labour of love. Amy replied with, "What's something we could make together in a day?" And Zach, as though it was the only and most natural truth, thought to himself, "Love, my dear." But knowing the recklessness of professing love before he knew love felt it too, he said, "How about a letterbox?" Amy knew Zach was the one when he left her love notes in their painted periwinkle letterbox, placed today beside the foot of the aisle. Amy says his writing was easily mistaken for the scribbles of a second grader, but as passionate as a Renaissance poet. To bless the love story of the couple, Amy and Zach would like to point out the pens and cards attached to the back of each guest's chair. There will be an opportunity later in the ceremony to write love letters and well wishes to the couple and place them in a letterbox that will soon be posted out the front of the home they will be moving into together. To begin with where this love started, I invite Cupid Louise and Cupid James to present The One by C.J. Barkley.
This is the poem, The One by C.J. Barkley. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise and James, for your blessing. That poem is especially beautiful for the way it portrays the connection between our physical selves and our spiritual selves, such as holding hands and holding hearts. One very important heart to Amy is her sister and maid of honour, Sarah, whom I now invite to read a self-composed piece about Amy's growth through the years. Thank you, Sarah. As Sarah said for us, Amy has always had a love for children, and loved Charlie from the very beginning. I now invite the mother of the groom, Margaret Elizabeth Cook, to deliver a blessing welcoming Amy into the family and acknowledging Zach's strength as a father. Thank you, Margaret. It means the world to these two to have you here from across the globe. And now, with the blessings received from friends and family, let's move to witness the beginning of shared dreams and promises between Zach and Amy today. So I'm going to ask you some questions and I would like you to answer with I do. Zachary Andrew Cook, do you now choose Amy Constance Turlington to be your life companion, to share your life openly with her, to speak truthfully and lovingly to her, to accept her fully as she is and delight in who she is becoming, to respect her uniqueness, encourage her fulfillment, and compassionately support her through all the changes of your years together?
I do.
Amy Constance Turlington, do you now choose Zachary Andrew Cook to be your life companion, to share your life openly with him, to speak truthfully and lovingly to him, to accept him fully as he is and delight in who he is becoming, to respect his uniqueness, encourage his fulfillment, and compassionately support him through all the changes of your years together?
I do.
I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. And now, these two lovers will unite and pledge their vows to one another. Repeat after me, Zach. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook,
to
witness that I, Zachary Andrew Cook, take thee, Amy Constance Turlington, to be my lawful wedded wife. Excellent. And now we're going to hear Zach's personal vows.
I've wanted this for so long. Amy. Thank you for sharing a brain cell. Love you.
And now it's your turn. Okay, repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington,
To witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington,
to witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington,
to witness to I, Amy Constance Turlington,
try one more time.
No.
To witness that I, Amy Constance Turlington,
to witness to I, Amy Constance Turlington,
okay, take it slowly, that I, to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Amy Constance Turlington,
I will never be able to say that name. I am dyslexic.
It's your own name.
Yeah. Well, you picked it.
I'm a dad. Amy Constance Turlington, take thee, Zachary Andrew Cook, to be my lawful wedded husband. Yay! Amazing. Okay. And now for your personal vows. This will be easy.
I can't say my name, but I'm glad we're sharing a brain cell. I love you.
To signify that bond between you and that single brain cell, we will now exchange the rings delivered by Cupid James and Cupid Louise. These are a reminder of the promise between Zach and Amy for life. Excellent. Thank you. And now, Amy, could you please offer your hand? And Zach. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to present for the first time, Mrs. Amy Constance Cook and Mr. Zachary Andrew Cook. You may kiss your partner.
Done.
And now, let's invite James Michael Perry and Louise K. Lane to sign as witness to the marriage. I invite you all now to write a letter to the couple on the cards attached to your chairs. And then, after the ceremony, you may deliver it to the letterbox. Alright, we've got our witnesses, everybody. Can we first have Amy, please? Excellent. Amy, could you please sign here? And just here. And here. Excellent. And Zach. Just here. And here. And here. Thank you. And then our witness Louise. Just here. And here. And just here. And James here. Thank you. And here. And witness just there. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Would you mind just saying for a minute? You need to watch me do this. Excellent. Witnesses, you may be seated. Excellent. And let's have you. And may I please have your attention very quickly? We're about to bring this to a close. I'd like to give the warmest love to all who have witnessed this marriage here today. Let's stand for the couple as they take their first steps into life together.